Abstract of this class is builds on Real Estate 101 and Business Vision. The key here is how are we going to build and empower a loyal power team that supports our different real estate markets and our investment strategies. Is that good? Is that why we're here? Yes. Let me talk a little bit about myself. Love to do that. I was born in the Bronx, grew up in Jersey, Central Jersey, Manalapan Township. Big Sopranos fan, you know that? Hoorah! I'm an engineer at Bell Labs. I was at Bell Labs for, 10 years, AT&T, doing my nerd stuff. I then got my master's, not wearing it today, over at Boulder. Any Buffs fans? I know we got some Texans around here. No Buff fans? No Colorado people here? Colorado. All right, cool. I currently live in San Francisco, been out there about 6 years. I'm a project manager for Cisco Systems. So what do? I work with large customers. I manage teams of engineers and other key stakeholders, and we implement projects. Biggest to smallest ones you can imagine, right? So this is what I do. I still work full-time for Cisco, by the way. I also do work at numerous boards and do volunteer work. So if you know of a board or something in San Francisco, send me an email, please. I'm kind of slacking on that, so I'd like to push that back up. I've been with New Reach in September 2004, so I guess going on 3 years. I came from the student body. I am still a student body. Everybody saw my Frank Zappa shirt today. Could tell I was in my student body. Of course, I have the R2E2, the tuition. I have the wealth building system, the symposium from way back when. So I am probably one of the first teachers that came from the student body. And we are looking for more. Hoorah. I'm a real estate professional. I have properties in multiple markets. And you say, that's a nice property. Ooh-ah. It cash flows too. Here's another one of my little properties. Thank you. And of course, the third one. That's Vegas style right there. Big old pool, real nice. I haven't been there yet though. Haven't been to any of them. I have different strategies and I'm adding more. So I'm growing like everybody else. You see me in classes trying to, if I get what, excuse me. A little bit, last thing about myself, and we jump into the class. I did an article in the LA Times back in 2005. Putting stocks into properties that was reprinted in the San Mateo Times. I think that's spelled incorrectly, but that's the way I pronounce it, so get over it. And then CBS Even News picked up this article, and then we did actually, that was me clicking on that property you saw before, in real time. So thank you. So I think somewhere I do have the reprint of that 3-minute broadcast if you want to get it and share it with people. It's on my website as well. Okay, who here is I'm going to ask for class participation. Who's here is a part-time investor? Please raise your hand. And when I ask, that's it. So you look around and see who your peers are, right? And who's a full-time investor? So what I encourage you the most is to check other people out, because that's who you need to work with. Experience. By the way, workbook. We're on page number 5. It's not 4 here. It's going to be 1+ because they added in the disclaimer. So whenever you see that WB, that means workbook, so you can follow closely in the workbook. Who here is a beginner? I'm going to ask you to raise your hand. Nice. Welcome. Who's here intermediate? Who considers themselves an advanced real estate professional? I was going to ask you to teach the class for me. Darn it. Now I want you to get up a little bit. Who here has one investment deal? Please stand. One investment deal, please stand. One deal. Who has one deal? One real estate deal. Please stand. Who has 2? Oh, we're congratulating everybody who has 1. Who has 3? And just stay up. If you have 3 or more, remain standing. Let me say it. 3 or more, remain standing. Thank you. I saw that again. I go, oh, I missed up. 4. 4 deals or more. 5 deals. 6 deals, remain standing. How many? Okay, I'm going to ask you to say your name clearly, your first name, where you're from, and how many deals. Speak up into the crowd, please.
My name is Dr. Bright Arez. I'm from California. Arez.
How many deals?
In fact, I have about 10 properties.
Thank you. First name, where you're from, please, and how many deals? Excellent. Congratulations. That's excellent. Excellent. We're going to do a lot of exercises. Is that good? Yeah. So we're going to talk, discuss, exercise. Discuss more information, exercise. Discuss more exercise. Is that good? So it's going to be a lot of exercises in the half-a-day class. And we do have our 5-minute break, right? Okay, 10-minute break. All right, 15-minute break. We will do class examples, so I please ask you to keep them kind of short. So rather than having just 1 or 2, we can have 3 or 4. Raise your hand if you want me to repeat or to slow down. I am from Jersey, so I do talk a little fast. But feel free to. But if you're going to talk, I really want you to raise your hand so I can call on you so we can all hear you. And if I need to repeat the question, I will. I might ask you to go back to the microphone. Absolutely no solicitation. And I'll explain to you what that means to me. If you are selling, first of all, no business cards exchanged inside, of course, or outside. But if you have a service or a product to sell, not allowed. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. So don't do that. However, if you're talking about wealth creation, then it's okay. And we will do this in the class. So I want you to change your mindset from, I'm doing my day job. I work at Cisco. I'm not trying to sell you guys routers. So if you're a realtor, I don't want you pushing properties. Or if you do life coach, I don't want you to push that service. Is that fair? But we are going to network, correct? We've done it before. So this will be very interactive. But I just want to make sure this is clear. So wealth creation is different, from my perspective, than income. And then I want us to talk and exchange information, of course. Please speak up so I don't have to repeat, so we can save time. Of course, this will be interactive and open. Raise your hand for questions. Share your stories and experience if you don't mind. Network among yourselves. I really do want you to network among yourselves. The workbook. Do you mind if we follow real close to the workbook? Does it bug the heck out of you when other people don't? Well, it won't happen in this class. There's more information in the workbook that's going to be covered in the class. This is really not a full day class, but it's probably a 6-7 hour day class. So I do have information that's in here that we're not going to cover, but we're going to have this workbook number in the bottom. Remember, +1. So you'll see I might skip a profession. We're going to go over that. We're going to skip that and focus on the key ones. So there's stuff that we're not going to cover, but the answers are all in the book. These are my concepts, no absolutes. You know, I think I'm from Jersey, so I think in absolutes. Here's my email down here. So you need to adapt whatever we talk about. I may talk about buy and hold or short sales, but maybe you're doing wholesaling. Just adapt that to what works best for you. The objectives, 4 objectives. First one is identify the key team players of your power team and their roles. Is that good, if we can get that done today? Yes. Number 2 is going to be, we're going to present the criteria list. Now, this is going to be your criteria list for selecting a team of professionals to help you build and support your real estate strategy and those goals. So the key is going to be your strategies, not theirs. I don't want you going back saying, oh, I need a CPA, and then have them interview you. No, we're going to go to this next step here, and you're going to be interviewing them. So number 3, understand the concepts for leveraging team members' skill sets. We will role play and do interviewing. And number 4, identify which members are part of the property acquisition process. So we get done with all this. Then we're going to take it at the very end and have a sample acquisition process and then put who belongs where so you know when you need to talk to these people in the process. Is that good? And then at the end we'll do a networking session. Good? Yep. Page number 6 and also on your handouts. I want to just keep reminding you of what I just went through, but it's going to come in layers. So once again, understanding your team concepts. And number 2 is going to be identifying your criteria list. Number 3 is utilizing your team members' roles and leveraging their skill sets. Then we're going to assemble that team. And then I'm going to ask you about an action plan and have you take some dates down. Session 1, Act 1, building your team. So we're back here. Remember, we're starting at the fundamentals. Here are some acronyms. I also have a really pretty good glossary in the back of the book. We're on page 7. Who is the most important person on your